Believe it or not, problems with body image can begin as early as the preschool years.
That's pretty stunning. So today we're going to talk about body acceptance by avoiding social pressures, really how to recognize the signs of an eating disorder. So join us today, Dr. Michelle Jorgensen with Stanford Eating Disorders Program. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So the preschool years is pretty stunning to me. Is that a large part just because everyone now is just so inundated with social media images and TV? And
even in the time of television, we could see the more television watching would shift body image. But yeah, I think it's the kind of the inundation of electronics, and certainly children now get earlier exposure. And yes, it is surprising that even kindergartners will have beliefs about their body, good, bad, need to lose weight, need to be thin.
Yeah, so what is body image? When we talk about that, what are we referring to?
As easy as how you feel about your body. Of course, it's then more complex than that. It's then how you think your body is, often comparing it to others. And so that's where the social media negative comes, because of the increased comparison, increased inundation with a very specific body image ideal.
so how do you work with a young person to sort of overcome that? Because I mean, you know, we all talk about this. You've got kind of this fake social media life where everyone's got filters and editing and all this kind of stuff. And so it's not really real, but when you see it, you're like, wow, they look amazing and I look like this, you know? So how do you fight against that?
Parents can have a lot of input into that. It actually, mom's own body image translates nicely to their children. So being positive about yourself, you know, even if you're having maybe your own body image issues, be aware of why. Limiting social media can be very positive. Talking about this is not real, this is filtered, this person has a bad day too. So,
because what are some of the dangers that come with having such a negative body image?
Depression, anxiety, body dissatisfaction, and then, you know, doing dangerous things about that. Ultimately, my concern, being an eating disorder specialist, is negative body image leading to an eating disorder. But even just not feeling good about yourself because you're spending too much time comparing your body to other people.
What are early signs that parents should be looking for to go, you know what, this is becoming more of an issue, I need to maybe go see somebody?
From a body image issue, you could even call your adult loved ones on it. You're talking a lot negatively about yourself, I need to be different. Are you spending too much time on social media? So even your adult loved ones. But with kids, we all need to limit our children's access to social media, what they're looking at, talk to them about what they're looking at, make cell phone free times. I get concerned then when people are talking very negatively about themselves, maybe dieting. Dieting is a very risky behavior for eating disorder. Talking about things that aren't real. You all have talked before about thigh gap. You know, there are some people who genetically have that, but it's not a real thing, but kids can get very focused on it. Really, we just want children to be, we want to give our children the balanced message, because the message they receive from social media is incredibly one-sided.
So really quickly, how can you have a positive body image? What are some ways you can practice today?
Never say anything to yourself you wouldn't say to your best friend. You know, as an adult or a mom, conveying to younger people the good things about them. If they're very focused on their face, what about your strength? What about your intelligence? What about how good you do in this? Let's not only be talking about the negative.
Yeah.
I think that's how we can be the most supportive.
A really important topic.
Yeah, I mean, they're telling us to wrap it. One last thing, is there a healthy point to go, gosh, I do need to kind of work out, or I should do... I mean,
well, yeah, we all want to be healthy.
Right.
If you're focusing on 5 to 7 fruits and vegetables a day, am I moving, I'm limiting screen time, how much am I sitting, all of that is 100% perfectly healthy. And that's a good message to convey to children, is healthy. You worry about thin, looking like a model. If you don't have that genetics, that's unattainable and then leads down a bad path.
Good stuff. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Coming up on today's show, why there is a need for girls' baseball in the community.